Sorry if y'all hear the background. I'm babysitting the kids. They in there, doing what kids do. So I just keep them occupied and stay out the way. As long as I don't hear, you know, siblings. Siblings going at it, I'm good. The old Kevin Hart. Y'all better not be in that toilet. Yeah, that's me. I always want to, I've been meaning to ask y'all, like, hey, what are y'all thoughts? I know I see, Eagles YouTube Nation, real shit, Darius, Bronson, shout out to my boy, Desert Eagle, all day, every day, Joey Shakes, Philly 500, man, the list goes on, I'm always tuning in, I always want to ask y'all, hey, I know everybody else's thoughts, but what are your thoughts? As far as his, Nick Sirianni cast, we all saw that that press conference, that interview, and I'm always, in the morning during the weekdays, I'm always tuning in on 97.3 ESPN. Shout out to Mike Gill, Josh Hennick, 97.3 ESPN. I think that's down up in Jersey. Shout out to the folks down in Jersey. Hey, I fucks with Redman heavy, like real shit. I fuck with Reggie heavy, like real shit. Now when I'm smoking on, but shit, I fuck with Reggie heavy though. You know what I mean? Shit, I fuck with that good shit, man. Real shit. How to roll a blunt. He told me how to roll a blunt. Anyways, I liked I said this in a YouTube chat. I actually do like Nick Sirianni's energy, bro. Like, I love, and it's crazy because he's only 39 years old. He's like what, 7 years older than me? Still a young dude, got a lot of energy. You know what I mean? And I said this on 97.3 ESPN. And I really do mean what I say sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes. Sometimes, other times I'll be trolling. But anyways. I said, the fact that, when they asked them about the, wide receivers and shit like that, I like how they just, hey, so you want to go ahead and answer the question, Nick? And, Mike Gill, shout out to him. You know what I mean? He brought up an interesting point, as far as, all right, so Nick is new, you know what I mean? Of course, he's not new to coaching, but he's new, you know what I mean, in the office. So it take a little bit of time to get his feet wet. We all been at, new guy in the job and stuff. Like you said, where's the coffee room? Where's the break room? Where's this room? Where's that room? Where's the bathroom? Where's the vending machines? You know what I mean? Can we park here? Can we not park here? You know what I mean? How do you work the copier? I never seen this type of copier before. You know what I mean? You got to know the ins and the outs and shit, Like you said, who to talk to, the go-to guys when you got some questions and stuff. You know what I mean? And like he said, I can't agree more. It's like the energy that he brought. Like, okay, now we need somebody more enthusiastic, man. He's excited. Yo, we get to talk about football, man, and that's always the best thing ever, man. My thing is, we gotta trust him. Look, I'm a Laker fan, but I'm always gonna be an Eagle fan at heart, like real shit. You know what I mean? What's that shit y'all say in Philly? You trust the process. I've been trusting the process since '95, man. Yeah, I've been an Eagles fan since '95. It's been the longest shit, And gotta trust the process, I guess. You know what I mean? So, looking forward in the draft and stuff, man. If anything, with me, I don't care who get drafted first, who get drafted last. Only because I'm not as draft. When people talk about the draft and these mock drafts and these draft boards and stuff, I wish I knew as much as they did, but I'm not gonna front. I don't know as much as they do when it comes to these drafts and mock drafts and stuff. Yeah, me, I just know because it's like, look, I used to play football. I love football. You know what I mean? So I'm going from that standpoint. It's like, look, what I would do. You know what I mean? Cause yeah, everybody like to go on that Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl 52 run, but thing is, yeah, I understand we had a good offense and stuff, and we had good depth, and we had good coaches and schemes and stuff. But one thing that people don't really talk about is our defense, cause our defense was solid. You got to understand that Brandon Grant strip sack saved our asses, low key. Yeah, you know what I mean? The Zach Ertz catch and stuff, but Brandon Graham, that strip sack, look, you can't go wrong with a good pass rush. You know what I mean? Front seven, you know what I mean? And I like the direction that they heading in, you know what I mean? Cause he said like, all right, they might take three, you know, QBs in the draft, you know what I mean? So we could still get some folks. But at the same time, it's like, look, you can't go wrong with the good offensive line, good feet, good. You can't go wrong with a good offensive line, good defensive line. You can't go wrong with a good, you know what I mean, linebacker, a good front seven. You know what I mean? Yeah, I understand we got, you know, Darius, because we talk about our cornerbacks and stuff. You know what I mean? And yeah, you know, people want to blitz. It's like, yo, if you want to blitz, we got to have a good front seven in order to blitz. You know what I mean? This shit is all like, you know what I mean? When one thing works, the other thing else is going to work. You know what I mean? You get a good front seven, your corners are going to be good. You know what I mean? But then that's the thing, because you, of course, you want to take a corner in the draft, because if you going to blitz somebody or whatever, whether it's corners, linebackers, you know what I mean? You're gonna leave somebody out in the island by themselves. You know what I mean? Cause we always gonna need somebody to cover somebody. You know what I mean? So I don't mind. Like, all right, if we do take, you know what I mean? If we do take a corner first round pick, cool. Second round pick, I wouldn't mind if it's second round or third round pick. Hopefully, it's that high up for me. I wouldn't mind taking an offensive line or defensive line or a linebacker, you know, because we definitely need more linebackers, man. There's no reason why our linebacking core is that small. We need more linebackers, and I think we're going to get some more linebackers in the draft that they're not talking about, because that's one thing that they haven't really been talking about. We, you know, Philadelphia Eagles Nation, you know what I mean? We talk about it, but I haven't heard much of anybody dive into the defensive scheme. That's the only thing I'm really worried about. You know what I mean? Yes, offensive line, and this one I'm explaining why I keep saying this shit. Offensive line and defensive line. Look, this is where most of the contact happens. You know what I mean? These people, look, the offensive line, defensive line, front seven. You know what I mean? Defensive tackles, DNs, linebackers. Yeah, they're gonna be the first ones to fall because it's all contact there. As soon as the ball snaps, you know, right there, they got to set up blocks. The pass rush, got to pass rush, got to stop the run and shit. There's going to be absolutely hitting. You know, defense, because I used to play defensive end linebacker. You know what I mean? This is Pop Warner, all the good shit. High school, semi-pro, whatever. Street ball, whatever. I'm always in the trenches, you know, using my hands and shit. You know what I mean? So that right there, that should tell right there. I would have beefed up the depth. I would have beefed up the depth when it comes to, you know, where you know there's gonna be the most hitting. And of course, yeah, you gotta have your, you know, cornerbacks. You definitely gotta have your wide receivers, cause yeah, special teams. That's another thing where our Super Bowl 52 run. Y'all know I think we had one of the top 5 special teams. And that's another, you know, in that transition, that's where a lot of, you know, like I said, a lot of contact happens. Because I know I used to play special teams too. And they always told me, run and hit somebody. So that's what I did. Just run and hit somebody and keep your head on the swivel. So you just run and hit somebody. Hit the motherfucker on the other team. I never played special teams before, but they knew I could hit and they knew I could run. So goddamn it, that's what I'm going to do. And the harder I hit them, the louder they cheered. And yeah, So I think real shit, a lot of people overlook that shit because it's like I always try to go for the unsung heroes and shit, X Factors, but it's like a lot of people don't really understand. Okay, Darren Sproles, when he was, returning those kicks, those punts and shit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, when, you know what I mean? Of course, like kickoff return, field goal blocking, somebody's always bound to get hurt. Like I said, it's all contact. It's all contact, especially in the red zone, deep in the trenches. You know what I mean? That run game, because we want to run the ball more, right? You know what I mean? So we gonna need more people in the trenches. You know what I mean? How you gonna have some successful runs and shit like that? But if we gonna have people drop it down like flies, where we need them the most, then getting, whatever, Kyle Pitts, Smith, Jamar Chase, getting all of them will be pointless, man. Cause it's like shit, nobody won't be able to stay healthy in the trenches. Now we gotta, like, y'all remember that one time we had it so bad to the point where Brent Selleck was snapping the ball. Brent Selleck, a tight end, and I think that was Super Bowl 52, if I'm not mistaken. But even he was snapping the ball. We need to work on that, man. We need to stop the run. We're going against Ezekiel Elliott. That dude is nice, all right? Regardless of the fact, like, you know what I mean? If anything, because I understand the corners and shit, but we got to stop Dak Prescott from making the throws to Amari Cooper, who's been killing us ever since he got to the Cowboys. You know what I mean? We need to stop the quarterback. We need to stop the run. We need to shut all the shit down before they can even get to the shit. And then, yeah, we got Darius Slay. We already got, you know what I mean? Yeah, add a number 2 corner. You know what I mean? Get us a number 1 wide receiver out of free agency. You know what I mean? It's like people trying to get all these, I want another Tyreek Hill or whatever. Man, I want another Randy Moss. Fuck the bullshit. I want another Randy Moss. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, it's like a lot of shit shouldn't be neglected, man. And I really think, yeah, this shit could work, but keep an eye on those positions. The front 7, the offensive line. You know what I mean? Before we get to the wide receivers, before we get to the cornerback, you see somebody good as shit, take him. You know what I mean? By all means, if you think he's going to do it, take him. But make sure you get those linebackers. Make sure you get all that shit so that way, maybe a Jamar Chase or whoever, Kyle Pitts, I don't know, Farley, even Surtain Jr., you know what I mean? Whoever we trying to get, yeah, you got to definitely build around them in order for them to be successful. Even for Jalen Hurts, man. You know what I mean? We cannot let last year and the year before happen again. Like, serious shit, man. And Carson Wentz was getting creamed out there, bro. I don't want the same shit to happen to Jalen Hurts. So I'm just saying, we need this, man. That's how I feel. Y'all, I know y'all might feel something totally different. Like I said, I'm not, there's a lot of people that know football more than me. I'm not going to say that I know football more than anybody else just because I played the game. And you know what I mean? I ain't never played in the NFL. Fuck that. Most I played is college ball, but that wasn't too much of anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles YouTube Nation, man. We staying strong. You know what I mean? Despite the bullshit. I'm probably gonna delete some videos too, my damn self. You know what I mean? Because it's about time we move on from some shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy denz for being so true. You know what I mean? And I hope you see this, man. You right, he doesn't represent us. And it'll be the last time. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, all the videos I made about, old dude, I'm just gonna just toss them out. You know, just move on from the shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Desert Eagle too for pointing out some other shit. It's crazy, you know what I mean? Like Chet being a racist and shit, you know what I mean? But man, fuck him, man. That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Cause it was crazy how he was gonna talk about, you know, somebody else being fat. I'm like, motherfucker, you don't see that gut that you got, motherfucker? Like, I'm like, okay, shit. But it's cool. Shout out to Desert Eagle, bro. Like, real shit, because that was some real life shit that he put. You know what I mean? I'm over here, you know, I'm about to, you know, roll up something. So. Anyways, damn, I made this long. I hope y'all watch this. I mean, I ain't editing nothing. You know, I just want to speak how I felt about the Eagles. Where we at right now with pick 12 and shit. You know, I trust Howie. Like I said, I trust Jeffrey Lurie. I definitely trust Nick Sirianni now a lot more than I have. And I'm pretty much excited for the season, so let's go for it. I'm going to be playing fantasy football, man. I'll join anybody's fantasy football league. More than likely, if Carsino's doing it this year, then I might be joining his league again. You know, because I need a little bit of redemption. So, you guys, thank you for, you know, watching this shit. You know, enjoy your day.